So let's put that into practice. I've got a wine here and I want to assess its readiness for drinking and its potential for aging. Firstly, we can see that this wine has a really deep colour. Therefore, that's our first clue to help us make an assessment about this wine's readiness for drinking, its potential for aging. This deep colour means it has a high level of anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are phenols. Tannins are also phenols as well. So it's very possible that we're going to find this wine has a very strong fruit concentration and a high level of tannins in the wine. Both of those characteristics are essential to assessing the wine's readiness for drinking, its potential for aging. Okay, so the next thing that we do is we nose the wine. We assess the wine's nose. Straight away, I can tell this wine is pronounced. Okay, there's a huge amount of intensity on this particular wine. Therefore, I can make an assessment that on the palate, it is likely to have a very strong fruit concentration, which is another of the characteristics required to help this wine aging. There are some tertiary characteristics in here already. We have got some development, therefore I would define this wine as developing. It's already showing some tertiary characteristics. Dried fruit, particularly prune in here as well, and some figs, definitely figs, and some dates. So we've got some dried fruit characteristics, but we've still got lots of fresh fruit in here as well. There are still lots of primary characteristics. Again, all of this information is helping me get to my ultimate conclusion of the wine's readiness for drinking, its potential for aging. Lots of blackberry fruit in here, black currant, black cherry as well. Okay, so we've got primary characteristics, we've got tertiary characteristics, only a little bit of tertiary though. But the most important point is that it has a very pronounced aroma, which suggests it's going to have a great degree of concentration. Again, what's needed to help a wine develop in cellar positively. Okay, on the palate. Okay, so let's go through the systematic approach to tasting. It's in its entirety. It's dry. It, however, has a medium plus level of acidity. It has high levels of tannin. It's also got quite a high level of alcohol as well. I can feel it on some warmth on the back of my throat, so about 14% ABV in there as well. The flavour, however, is absolutely concentrated, and we've still got a good amount of concentration in this particular wine. Flavour characteristics very similar to those I found on the nose. Blackberry firstly, black cherry in there as well, some black currant, and in fact there is some dried currant notes in there too. I said date and fig and prune. I'm not sure about the date, but we've definitely got fig and prune in there on the palate as well. So we've still got those tertiary characteristics. It's got a long finish, and as I said earlier, pronounced flavour concentration. So it has everything that we need in order to make an assessment of can drink now, but has potential for aging. It's still got medium plus acidity. It's got pronounced aroma and flavour concentration, flavour intensity. It's got high levels of tannin. It is showing a little bit of tertiary development, but it is not a lot of tertiary development. I think there are some still positive changes that can come to this wine. So I'm going to stick with my assessment of can drink now, but has potential for aging.